Are we on? Okay, good. Yo, what is up, team? Today we are here to discuss the recent news of what's been going on in Sports Family. I'm hyped. Yeah, we hyped! Yeah, so first up is we got a trade report. Care to explain, Jerome? Yes, it is a simple bench trade, but Chris Johnson of the New York Raiders got traded to the Charlotte Hawkeyes for a pick and a couple bench players. Now, Chris is really good. He's a really talented player. He's their starter, and he's the starting shooting guard. But the bench depth is really lacking, so I feel like having a better or a worse bench player, or starter I mean, while having the same amount of bench depth but also being able to get ready into next year is great. Especially for them, considering, not even trying to be rude here, but they don't really have the pieces for next season or this season either. So being able to get as many draft picks as possible so that you have future depth and more focusing on the future of the franchise rather than winning as soon as possible is a great idea, especially since that's what most of your staff agrees with and thinks is a good idea according to reports. Yeah, honestly, I 100% agree with you here. And according to this message, or this, whatever you want to call it, this message, this thread, whatever you want to call it, on pie chart from the general manager of the New York Raiders, they explained the trade process, how they traded the guy for the pick and the other bench player, and they said, we are more so focusing on winning later than winning now, and our players weren't exactly interacting with this individual greatly. So, we traded him for better depth and better future hopes as a franchise. I mean, personally, I don't think you have to throw him under the bus, but I mean, yeah, that dude was not really the nicest on the court. He was never really a good sport to his own teammates, to opposing players. I get you want to win, you want to trash talk, sure, go ahead, do whatever the damn hell you want. But this dude, on the other hand, was more so trash talking his teammates than he was the actual opponents that he was playing against. And I think that ended up being his downfall with this franchise and why he got traded. Not necessarily his downfall as a player, but the downfall on his time here, and I think that is actually the main reason he got traded and not some random excuse they pulled out of the hat. Oh, and we got our first call here from Victor. What's on, Victor?
So yeah, Johnson is a great player. He's most likely a great person. I hope at least he's a great person, but he really needs to work on those anger issues, and I agree with what both of you are saying, and that's the main fact of what caused him to get traded, and that's not a load of bull. But my real question is why did they trade him when they could have just released him? Because they didn't really get anything out of this. I mean, they got a pick, but, like, they could have traded him to somewhere else and gotten better options.
Yeah, hey, what's going on? It's Alex here, and I personally think that they didn't really have a ton of other options. I mean, who do you really think could have, who else do you think they could have gotten him sent to get picks? Because nobody else really has picks for this upcoming draft this year.
Well, I think Seattle.
Alright, so you think Seattle would give him picks? So, I mean, I agree with that. I feel like they would do that if they had a bit of a better supporting cast. But the thing is they're kind of in the same situation as Gitterly Michalak and everybody on the San Antonio Jets is in the NBA university scene, where they don't really have anything else other than the center, so they need someone to shoot, pass, etc. And they have none of that. They don't even got a bench. So, yeah, they would definitely need help. I would say that much. And besides, I mean, either way, they're at least getting a player out of this. And the Raiders were to trade to the title, they most likely still would have gotten like a hot dog and a handshake out of it. I mean, if you can get 2 rookies or 3 rookies and just completely reset the column of players that you have, that is also good, but like, I still honestly would rather have the 1 pick higher up, because then that gives me a better chance to build the star that's already good, rather than just flipping a coin and hope it's not heads on both sides, and I call it tails, you know what I mean?
Whereas I gotta take my wife and kids.
Thank you, Victor, appreciate it, see ya. Alright, next up, we got a couple posts and threads on Pie Chart from the commissioner and owner separately of PSL, the Pro Soccer League of the Sports Family, and I just want to say thank you to our boy Connor, because he hooked us up with all this info and all this data. Yeah, thank you, Connor, you're the man. Stuff in the PSL that's been going on is, let's start off with the post that the commissioner made. So, the commissioner made a post about the 100 jerseys that have been bought and has said, I cannot believe it, out of all of the groups to have gotten 100 jerseys signed before everybody else, I wasn't expecting us. Sure, we might have more places in bigger areas to get more sales from, and then we got international fans, national fans, yada yada. That's not what I said. He's got like international fans, more fans. I'm just adding the extra, you know. So, international fans, more fans. It doesn't matter. We were the first to get 100 jerseys. I was honestly expecting one of my brothers to make it. Not me. I was not expecting me to do it. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you very much. That's what he sent in that message on Pie Chart. Well, I mean, you could tell just by that message alone that he really is grateful for all of the, like, following that he has. He's really grateful for that, you can tell by this. The commissioner also posted, the commissioner, whatever you want to call him, the second in command, he also posted saying that there is going to be a ton of extra stuff added, like a ton of extra teams and from other countries, such as Brazil and other places as well. Well, at least they're doing what FIFA never did, and that's putting Brazil, one of the places with the most soccer players in FIFA at least, and they're actually giving them a place where their home country heroes can play. Okay, so let's finally get to phone calls as we have one right now. This one is from Roman. Alright, what's good, Roman?
You know, I've been doing this for a while, so every single time I see a batch of new kids play, it hypes me up. So I think Alejandro Gomez to Newark will work.
You're 100% right about having Alejandro Gomez on Newark. Seeing what we have already saw with him as a striker on a good team where he's at least gotten to the finals the first year. He got to the finals of the championship the first year, and then in the tournament, in the final, in the last year, he won it. He won it, and he basically, for the first 2 rounds of the tournament, basically had no one. He only had a team really in the finals. He basically picked that team up by himself and jogged it up Mount Everest. And he did that by himself. So being able to do it with a cast that strengthens his specific abilities that he is good at as a striker, as well as having a better defensive cast. Sure, he's going to have a worse offensive cast, but his defensive cast is going to be heightened extremely. So I think that's going to help him. I completely agree with you. I personally think he has a better chance winning a championship in Newark than he does where he is at currently. Because sure, he's got great cast, but they're like outcasts compared to what he's got and compared to what his skills are.
Anyways, I gotta go. So, thank you for having me on the show, you two young man. I'll see you.
Alright, thank you for your time, Roman. Next up, we got Clyde. Hello there, Clyde. Before we answer this call, do you think that guy meant Newcastle and not Newark? Yeah, I just said Newark because he said Newark. Hey, he definitely meant Newcastle.
Yo guys, so I'm newer to the soccer swing of things, but I think Gunnar going to Leicester would be great.
Okay, Clyde. So that one actually might have a chance of happening. Gunnar Donovan going to Leicester. He has already said that he most likely wants to be transferred, and he will make his mind at the halfway point in the offseason. Offseason just started, so we got some time. And he did say that he most likely will want to be transferred because he is disappointed with how the team is performing. So that might actually happen because he said with the places he want to go, Leicester was one of them. I agree. Having Gunnar on Leicester would be a good fit because Leicester has all the other positions, but they're struggling at center back and they're struggling at the back positions. So having at least one good player there out of the 4 or 3 that you need would really help them.
Anyways, y'all, I have to be on my way, so I'll see you.
Alright, thank you for your quick time, Clyde. We'll see ya. And next up, real quick, before we leave, we have an announcement about the BFA card. The announcement is that Alistair Lopez and Kyler Robinson will be fighting for the BFA Heavyweight Championship at BFA 39. I'm excited, Alex is excited, everybody in my friend group is excited, and you should be too, because both these fighters are great on the feet and on the ground. Let's just hope it doesn't end up like Gardner versus Louis at this latest pay-per-view where there's more punching than where there's more running than punching. Right, let's hope for that, and let's hope for an actual good fight. Anyways, that is all, everybody. We hope you have a great day. And of course, as you will always hear, we will see you, my Sports Family TV